What's happening? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's see, is this working? Can you hear me? There we are. Yeah. Cool, cool. Yo, J Dizzy. What's happening? Happy late holiday weekend. Or late holiday, I guess. Hopefully you guys had a good 4th, unless you're, not in the U.S. Fun with Fidgets, what's up? If you are not in the U.S., I hope you had a good regular Friday. And if you're in the U.S. but chose not to celebrate 4th of July, like some, congrats on that too. Can you guys hear me all right? Let's see here. Hello, Matthew. Nick Deep, thank you for confirming. What's up, Amy? Check this out, guys. I'm going to jump right into something I wanted to show. I had this piano slider from Dom EDC. General Flower, what's happening? Check it out. So I had the dense version, and this is like a Delrin inside, I guess, and a stainless steel middle. And I made a trade with somebody, and I got a all Zerk Dom piano, and I swapped the insides for the plates. And this standard Zerk inside with this titanium shell is crazy good. Crazy good. I don't know if you guys have tried. This one's really good too. I mean, it's just like the perfect material swap. I don't know. These have been high on my list of mechanicals lately. Just getting constant use. That and the new Top B, which is kind of a cheat because I swapped out the inside for a regular bubble plate, and ended up putting the plate that was in here. Damn, where is that? Well, I got it around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. This was what was inside the new Top B. If you can hear that, it's just like a zipper plate, but really good. That one's been pretty nice and soothing. Been digging this design. I'll probably have to, when it's out in Zerk or titanium, I'll have to pick one up for sure, because I'm not big on the brass inlay. And I've got a breakdown video of this coming out this week, so that should be good if anybody's interested in this Top B. A little bit different on the inside. The titanium Delta has been getting a lot of love. I'm glad to see that. I think Novel Carry has just really entered the game officially. I reached out to those guys and just told them, I was like, man, you guys have like officially joined the chat. Dutcher, what's up? Dutcher Picks. Yeah, this thing is so good. And Novel Carry is actually sending me, so each of the different plate sets that they have. Tractor King, what's up? they're sending me one of each of the plate sets. So later on this week, hopefully, the review might go up the following week. I'll see how quick I can turn it around. But so I've got the smooth stainless steel. They're sending me the textured stainless steel, all the different 3D printed plates, and all the different, what's the name for it? Advanced polymer plates. That's these ones right up here. So they're textured, so you get a little bit of crunch and scratch with them, which I really love. And a lot of people are saying that the textured stainless steel plates are insane, just really good. So I'm looking forward to that. Titanium Delta. What else we got? People are crazy for this thing. The Secret, WM Secret. This is the one that can be standard and you hit a switch and it becomes dense. That one's been a lot of fun. Pretty cool stuff. And then we've also got some of those items from North Carolina. That's the one that my oldest parted with. Start button. You can't really find anymore. The AC EDC start button. Toolin'. Oh yeah, definitely get that one on your purchase list. And actually, that WM Secret right there, I just saw on, maybe it was Friendswork on AliExpress or G1 maybe, that they've got a new titanium one coming out. It's a little more ornate with some dragons and shit on there that isn't totally my jam, but the titanium one is phenomenal. Boy314, what's up? What's happening? I've been wanting to get a top B rain, but I find myself overwhelmed by all the different body materials and inside setups. If you only had to pick one material inside setup, what would it be? Ooh, okay. That's a loaded question, but let me answer it the best I can. So I've got two top B rains. They are phenomenal. Boy314, my favorite rain is the black Zerk with the skateboard plate. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. So I've got this titanium one with the peak plate inside that it comes with. This is the best setup for the titanium one to me. So if you like the look of the titanium one, I suggest the peak plate. That has been my favorite. Really lightweight, really good sound. And then for the Zerk, a little heavier, the stainless steel plate. And listen, I'm not above tuning stuff for people. So if you ever got one and you felt overwhelmed, James from Metal Toys was nice enough to send me quite a bit of stuff, some extras and whatnot. And I've had people send me stuff to kind of tune to my liking, and send back to them to see if that kind of jives with what they're looking for. But you know, that's why my email address is in the bio. So you know, if you ever want to hit me up and ask me to tune something, not against it. This is, yeah, one of the colorful resin. So Zerk with the skateboard plate. I agree. When you say skateboard plate, you're talking about not the zipper, just the one that has the detent, the long skate track, and then another detent. And that's one that is good, but doesn't give me enough haptic feeling. What's up, Morgan? Lego Lancer. Love to get one in colorful resin, novel carry sliders, and switch its plate to a metal one. That's a great idea. Now, one of the things that I've been talking to them about, because I would love to... What's up, Richard? That's all right. All right, Morgan. One of the things that that I've been talking to them about is these colorful resin ones. One thing that they don't do like heat sinks for they don't do heat sinks for the screws in the resin bodies. So I've talked to them a little bit about that, because one of the things I noticed is on both of these, I love to mess around and change out magnets and try all sorts of different stuff. There was a screw hole on both of these that stripped after, you know, probably 10 magnet change outs. So it's not crazy, but, you know, it's best to like kind of figure out a good setup and leave it as is in these. So I'm not really swapping them out for metal plates or anything like that, but I will probably take my titanium delta and put in some resin plates and kind of see how that works. Let's see. Do you still have the delta tile and tie? Here it is. Well, this is, yeah, the delta. I think the tile is this one. This one's just the delta. The naming conventions are a little tough. But yeah, just got sent a review piece from Monkey Love EDC. It's the OcuSlide, and I gotta say it's great. Perfect, because I have, I think he sent me one as well. So I think that's on the way. You're probably a little closer being in the UK than I am, but really excited for that. Yeah. I love this little guy. It's just very quiet. Good. I'm glad that you like it. I'm excited to try that out. OcuSlide. Yeah, EDC start button is back. We're just talking about that. These are tough to find. But, and I'm kind of interested. I have not done any research into it, but you can see that it's a larger bearing, and I'm looking forward to diving in, figuring out what size bearing this is here, and ordering a new one, maybe one that just has a really incredible spin, maybe get a longer spin time out of that, maybe some more sound. That's a great piece. CP5 is back. Thanks to my son. What's up, kiddo? If you're out there or watch this later on. Love the CP5. This was, I think, the first mechanical, and I just remember, it's funny how quick things shift, because, you know, 3 years ago everyone was like, this is trash. What did Mackie do? They put out a mechanical piece, and it got a lot of hate because it was very magnet centric back then, and they kind of paved the way. They took some heat, as you know, brave creators always do, but this is probably the first mechanical I tried. Such a good one. Very subtle, and the inside is just the plungers, the ball inside of like a little tube. But I loved this sound. I loved the look of it. It was just kind of badass. It was like one of the first pieces that I saw out there that I was like, oh my god, they finally are making fidgets that don't look like a baby toy. Same with this one. This was the original Gao rifle. Needs some cleaning because you can see it's kind of sticky. But yeah. All right, let's see. Centerpiece is really cool as well. I've been carrying the 9 hands 2-in-1. Nine hands, 2-in-1. Is that? Oh, the square. Square's phenomenal. I'd love to get that in PEI, honestly. Good variety. I try to keep it. I tried to keep a good variety. I do see like waves of preference for myself where sometimes I go to like reach for like a mechanical fidget and there's like nothing and it's all sliders and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta sell some things here and get some more mechanicals back in my collection. And then I'll get a bunch of mechanicals and realize I don't have any sliders. And that was happening for a long time, so I've been trying to kind of keep a more even, balanced, variety, so I have enough to show off. Let's see. Between the swoop and the Delta tie. Oh my gosh, dude. Tough call. The swoop obviously has these kind of curved plates. And in terms of handling, if you're like trying to get some tricks going, this swoop moves better than I'd say most all my sliders that I have. It just, look how fast that is. It whips around like no slider I've ever had. While this one has a really good sound and feel because of those plates. That's almost kind of too tough. It depends on what you're looking to do with it. If you're looking for sound and feel, maybe this one. If you're going for tricks and being able to really maneuver it, I think the swoop. Yeah. What else is going on? Hopefully, if my exams go well with the next couple of weeks. Oh, the SOB Slim. The shifting green. So that is the 3D printed body. I'd love that he's got those burst plates where it's like it's textured stainless steel. I bet those things sound phenomenal. I saw somebody's video of it and it just sounded so good. So I've got to get my hands on one of those. The EV, the maker behind the mini neutrino, lives really close to me. There you go, little UK meetup. That's always fun. Get out there and try each other's collections and stuff. All of the rain, the top B rains, come with a peak plate. They all do. I only swapped out my Zerk for a regular stainless steel plate. But, yeah, they all come with this peak. Oh, yeah, this guy. Really? This isn't on there? This thing is insane. I honestly didn't expect it. It's a lot better than I hoped it would be, but it's really good. It took some tuning, but it's great. Light Wish fawning over the swoop. How would I rank the Kais Popo? Case? I can't. It's really bothering me. I don't know how to say that one. Oh, what's up, Christina? This thing's great. The bubble will always be the top for me. But this thing's great if you're looking for kind of a budget-friendly version of the chalk. Maybe you don't want to spend the money on a chalk. This is really close. So while they're achieving that with the double bead, this one's achieving it with it's still double bead, but with two different tracks that are just slightly offset from each other. You see that That one does like a little half skip so that it's halfway in between. So it's like double dense. Hopefully that makes sense. So I wouldn't put it in the same ranking really as the top B, but in terms of size, you know, that's a little bigger. Similar design though, where it kind of feels swooped, curved, but it actually runs straight across. It's very good. Best place to get extra top B parts. Talk to James. He is the king of customer service. So talk to James on the Metal Toys Facebook site or Facebook page, and he's the admin of it. You can reach out to him, and he'll send you the stuff, so you don't have to pay, you know, AliExpress prices for it. But they have all the extras. He'll tell you what he's got in stock. Really awesome dude. Good to work with. The Kooten EDC Bubble Pinch. I didn't really care for that thing. It had a similar problem to what that 9 Hands has, which is I think the Kooten was, the buttons were a little hard to push. This one, they're a little far apart, but it's a similar concept and just doesn't really do it well. I've been interested in getting one of the Fidget Syndicate pieces with the balls to press on there. I don't remember what he calls them. Can't think. But Candy Crunch or something like that. But that one's a lot of fun. Looks a lot of fun. Yes. Case one does sound good. The thing has dethroned my chalk for months. There is a new peak plate. Thank you for bringing that up, Tractor King. There was a plate released, a peak plate for this called a terminal plate. What I think it is an answer to the wafer from O1EDC, where the one thing that, when I compared it in my video, the one thing it was missing was that ending like ping. And that's what it looks like the terminal plate has. I ordered that yesterday. So I should have that, I don't know, in a week and a half or something like that, however long it takes. And I'll be able to try out that new peak plate, the terminal plate, and see what the difference is. Yeah, honestly, I bet you'd be okay getting the PEI version of this. You're going to get a great sound out of it. They're saying that the Popo doesn't have the peak version still in stock. But I'm sure they'll restock it. There was also it wasn't this one, the Popo or whatever, but it was a longer version that was released at like the same time. I bought one actually from Carrot Cat's on there. I bought one from her for in stainless steel. So I'll be interested in reviewing that this next week. Boy, the Mag Labs are beautiful. It's getting pretty crazy though, the different variations. Now there is that duck version, if you saw that. And it's got plates that like come in here and almost give it kind of like an eye shape. Boy, that thing looks crazy good. It looks incredibly similar to the Swoop, if I'm being honest. But what can you do? This one has been one of my favorites. If you have a chance to try the 3-stack pig nose slider. Talking about that guy. Yes. The 3-stack pig nose slider is really nice. It also can all come apart. So if you get another pig nose slider, you can run that one as a 3-stack, or put it together and run this one as a standard kind of traditional pig nose slider. So really nice. I still use this one a lot. There's some stuff where I put it up, you know, for sale, and people are like, man, I can't believe you're selling that. And then it doesn't sell. And so I take it out, you know, off of my sale post and end up kind of falling in love with it again. Let's see. Really appreciate all the info. Sorry, just one more. Do you prefer the rain or bubble body? I'll be honest. I think the rain body is my favorite. The bubble is a classic, but this one has this kind of scooped lip on the edge that is a little more comfortable and easy to use. The Dom EDC piano, yeah, I was talking about that. All Zerk inside and a titanium shell. So good. That's the standard plate, and then this one's a dense, like palm, I think, with stainless steel. So good. So good. The Houdini range. Yes. This one right here. Look at that. This thing's pretty phenomenal. And I actually have a MagLab video coming out this next week where I compare the 4 different MagLabs that I have that I thought were kind of like what's the word I'm looking, representative of what's available out there, with the exception of that new duck version. So Chaos, what's up? I had I put out a short about it, and I posted on Facebook too, but sorry if you missed the notification there. When I do the same move as you, the screw in the middle unscrews itself. On what slider? Or yeah, on what fidget? Ragnarok, what's up? Yeah, Rain was saying Rain is better than Bubble. And the only thing about Bubble is, number one, this is actually the way it's supposed to be held. I know I've gone over this before, but I always thought that this was the top, right? And it was getting kind of slippery sometimes. And I talked to James, you know, the person that designed these things, and he was like, absolutely not. This is the top. And that makes it a little easier to use, and you don't even realize, because this kind of cups into your hand, and then you've got these bumps here to press. So just kind of an interesting factoid there. Who else? What else is going on? Jealousy. Sorry about that. Just got the SOB Slim, and it's beautiful. Oh, nice. Got one for the girlfriend too. What type did you get? Did you get a 3D version or the premium? Oh, the 3D stack pig nose comes unscrewed? That's weird. That I haven't had, but if you have any Loctite, I would say to hit it with a little Loctite, and that should do the trick. I mean, there's really no reason to have to unscrew any of the screws. So even, hell, super glue I've used on some stuff if I know I'm not going to change it. Rain stock setup is amazing. Yes. The Metal Toys logo is the perfect spot for the thumb. I agree. So good. Yeah, the 3D printed SOB Slim was good. I did get one at one point. I don't think I actually ever reviewed it. But it was a little pinchy for me. I was getting my palm caught in here, and I couldn't tell if that was the slider or me using it. But the Slim Trider here is just awesome. So good. No premium ones available. That's the one thing about the Fidget Things website that I've noticed. It's impossible to know what is in stock and what's not in stock. It drives me nuts because I go on there and I see the selection, and you have to like click each one and then click add to cart for it to tell you that he doesn't have any. So sometimes you think it might be there, and really the only surefire way to know is to just keep an eye out on drops on his Facebook. This wispy here? Yeah, pull the trigger on the SS Rain, and you really can't lose. Stainless steel for Metal Toys is incredible. Yeah, Chaos. He does a really good job, or Metal Toys does a really good job of, you know, they add, like they had the electrode and it had the zipper plate, so it gave kind of a buzz. I think the peak plate does kind of give like a raindrop noise. It's pretty cool. The screw in the middle is different. It unscrews so easily. Oh, yeah. Yeah, give it a shot. Put some Loctite in there. Give that a shot. Yep, here's the wispy. There was one video I was watching of Kyle's where he described it as liquidy, and I love the sound of that. I try to think of the adjectives that make sense. I don't always nail it. These are so good. I cannot state that enough. These Chenyu X1s, the Guardian X1, I've got the titanium one. That's so good. And the Zerk. I thought I was going to buy them all and then like try them and keep the one that I liked and sell the rest. And they were all just too good. Zerkutai. Now, listen, I get this mixed up constantly. I think this is Timascus, or is this Zerkutai? I literally can't keep that straight, and anytime I try to mention it in a video, I have to look it up because I literally cannot remember what's what. Those processes are really cool, but doesn't make any sense to me. This one's Timascus, yeah, Zerkutai. Look like the 80s ACEC haptic coin. This one right here. Yeah, I think Zerkutai is like a little rougher. It's not as polished looking. God, Timascus is so cool though. I love having. I have tried the Top B in brass, or I tried the bubble in brass. It was good. That was the first bubble I tried. Blue generator. I think you'd be, if you're okay with smelly metals, I think that's a good one for you. This is also, I guess, Timascus, which is so cool how they do the process. I have watched some YouTube videos to better understand how they create this metal. And it's just these different grades of titanium, like flamed to different, yeah, this is more Zerkutai, yeah. And they just stack them together and fire them and flame them until they, you know, meld them all together, and then just hammer them out, squish them, and they just keep reforming them until when it's ultimately heat treated at the end, it all reacts differently to the heat, and so you end up with these different colors. So cool. Pop throwing cards. No, what is that? Throw wind cards or throw wing? This thing is a heavy sucker. And John Beal, who does the metal work for Fidget Boy, he also made the swoop. This was his first attempt, and it's definitely not for everybody because it is heavy. It does take some kind of finesse to use so that it doesn't fly off. But I love... You don't like the sound of the plates? Oh man, that scratch of those plates is exactly what I'm hoping that those burst plates are from Fidget things. I love a good scratch of the plates. And I actually, when I took this to North Carolina, I brought my entire collection. This was my son's favorite slider out of all the ones that I own, which was crazy. Quietish plates. I still love this thing. This is so simple. These things didn't really take off, but it's so good. Eval ZZZ, tell me what pop throwing cards are. I'm curious. I know there was one where it was like, it looked like a playing card, and when you pressed it, 2 other cards popped out from behind it. And then you push down, and they'd go in. I did have that one. I reviewed it, but I don't have it anymore. Been getting more into spinners lately. Used to think nothing of them, but now I know how to spin with one hand. They're pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I've got my X-Boy, which if you've kept up with Jason's releases, I think today he just put out the Ooh Boy, or I think it's called, and it's literally looks like just 2 of these like that, but they're a little more rounded out. I mean, you can't say that that doesn't sound so phenomenal. So, I haven't kept up with the spinner game as much. I still see some every now and then where I'm like, oh my god, I gotta have that. But, it's got to have a sound for me that that really kind of draws me in. And Ragnarok, I agree, but the one thing for me, and the reason why I like the tries and quads, so a try, and where did I just set down that Boo Boo Boy? Am I blind? Oh my god. Here it is. That's a quad. Is that you get this what's the word I'm looking for? The rotational, oh my god. The, like, centrifugal force or whatever. Is that what I'm looking for? It's kind of gyroscopic is what I'm thinking. That's so good. It just feels great. Here is the tree foil from Metal Toys. So a little tiny try in titanium. Even that's got just a really good, so good. Okay, let's check the chat here. The only annoying thing is that I need quiet spinners for school. Yeah, I mean, most of them come with quiet bearings. I change them out for a noisier bearing. Yeah, you can. I don't think you can link in the YouTube chat eval, um, but shoot me an email. S1QS spinner has magnets and clicks. One of the few spinners that I like. Yeah, there are some spinners that have extra features like mechanical spinners that will give you some sound to them. Those are a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't have any of those right now. Cap spinner bearings are pressed, so you need a bearing removal tool to change them out. The Metal Toys spinner is great. And what's cool about this one is it comes with little pieces to change out these little strips. So you can have blue or the Zircuti. Yeah, the Game Boy one. I'll show that 1 second here. This was a design from Kind Industries that I just have never seen anybody use or have. So I actually went and I bought this one. It's aluminum. You know, their sliders are a little larger than most, but they are so much fun. Just great sound, great feel. I love this slider. I do still want to get one of the shells that's a little more curved. Those are a lot of fun. All right, Fidgeology. So this was actually something everybody at work knows that I fidget constantly, and one of the people that I work with, her friend made this for me because she had one. I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. So they made it. I was actually going to get print out some little stickers to put on here. I got to figure out what game I'd have in there. If you guys have any suggestions. I never owned a Game Boy, but I had friends that had them, so I'd go over to their house and play them. Yes, this is 3D printed. I did see somebody posted in one of the groups a picture of their collection, and this was in there. So I don't know if this is like an open source print file that you can find. I would check for it, because this wasn't their design or anything like that, I don't think, but it's just got 2 magnets pressed into the body and then 1 magnet on here, and the first magnet is attached to it and the second magnet opposes it, so it kind of flips itself up. Pretty cool. If I had to take one mechanical slider in a deserted island situation, which one would I take? First off, I'd just be happy to be on an island. I really wish I lived somewhere tropical. But I would, geez Louise, Matt, put me on the spot like that, man. I'd probably have to take one of the Chenyus, I guess. And the reason I do that probably is because I could change from standard to dense, and so I'd get a little more longevity in terms of the fidget that I brought with me. That's my answer. Dusty Wolf, it's happening. All right. Big change of topic, but is anybody into Marvel Rivals? Is that a video game? Or a new Disney Plus series that nobody's watched? Sorry, that was a rip on Disney. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, wow. Morgan, quick on the ball. She's already found the print for the Game Boy. So there you go. It is a video game. Is it a mobile game or is that on PS5 or something? Amy agrees. Chenyu all the way. So that would be my Desert Island pick. This thing has been a lot more fun than I expected. I love the sound of that. Just good deep. 0180C is really good at that. Just those kind of deep mechanical sounds. No, I didn't pick up the Zerk Peak Secret. I actually reached out to For Innswork and said, I know you're sold out. Are there any of these available still? And they said, we've got the purple Zerk and Peak version as an open box. And so we could sell it to you for less. And so that's what I did. And it came sealed still. It was brand new, everything with it. But pretty cool of them. Fidget community are gamers. Yeah, that's probably accurate. I know that I have the top 3 game systems, like the Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch, and use them just about never, unless my 7-year-old wants to play some, well, it was the Bluey video game, then it was Zelda, but otherwise I don't play a whole lot of video games. Fortnite sometimes with the oldest, but pretty few and far between at this point. Oh my god, which Chenyu material do I like the best? God. Like I said, I mean, I bought the main three, the stainless steel, titanium, and Zerk. And they're each just so good. So good. I mean, that sounds one way. Titanium sounds one way. Stainless steel sounds one way. I can't choose just one. The G10X1, don't worry about it. It's not great. It was not great. You know, it's great if you're on a budget. It doesn't compare to those 3 at all. Chenyu for men. Chenyu. I still love that one. I think my kids are still think I'm embarrassing. I have 3 kids. I had one son when I was like 22 from my first marriage, and now I've got 2 with my wife now that are, so total 3 boys. One is 16, one is 7, and one is 3. All 3 are couldn't be more different from each other if they tried. It's just insane. Phygiology, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, and have a good rest of your holiday weekend. Oh, good. Eval sent the email. Thank you. I will. I'll check that after this. I don't have the right size magnets for which piece, Morgan? Organ doesn't have the right size magnets. Oh, gotcha. The Game Boy thing. You could probably, I don't know if you can make an adjustment to the print, but you could make it whatever magnet size you want. Oh, that sounds so good. The PEI one is also phenomenal. And the stainless steel one is really good. Tried to bring out as many, just a really good flavor of things that I've got. If you guys like square sliders like I do, I would say get excited, because I know Otter EDC is going to be getting ready to drop the M02. That is the follow-up to the M01, which is the just regular triple stack slider. This thing rocks, and I really think you guys are gonna dig it. Jesse had a baby. Well, he didn't have a baby. His wife had a baby, but they've been busy taking care of that guy, or girl. Damn, he told me. I think he said it was a boy. But yeah, so this is has been in the works, but not out yet. Okay. I can print it. I don't have the right size magnets. Yeah, I looked at, but the designer hasn't got an option to change size. Oh, that's a bummer. Preference on the Gal Cashew. Oh yeah, the Gal Cashew that looks like this, I'm guessing is what you're talking about. That was the 3.0. I think the Pro was better. And the Pro came in this plastic as well, this PC polycarbonate. And I do think that one was better, and it actually has a dense track and a standard track, and you can swap it out. I think the one that comes like this is a little too bulky, honestly. Can we have a look at the 42 Cosmo next to the Gamer Boy, or Game Boy? Oh yeah. This is the 42 Cosmo X, which now I think goes by the XX, 42 Cosmo XX. I actually just bought this G10 shell from somebody because I love the blue and black, but it came on an XXL body, which was this one, and so I swapped it with my old G10 shell, which was black and white. And I took this one because it's supposed to be turned this way so that the two axes of the plate run X and Y. And I changed it so that they both run up, and you get more clicks up and down. That thing sounds so good. Which of the big three of free-floating sliders are everybody's favorite? Oh, yo. That's a tough one. There's Magnus, there's Modusworks, and there's Compiform. Compiform is pretty unmatched in terms of design. It is so gorgeous. I have the Event Horizon coming, which is the square Compiform, I mean, it's not already on the way or anything like that. He's still making them for the international crowd, and then the U.S. crowd will get them. But that is going to be so cool. I can't wait for that thing to arrive. The Loudy X-Lock? No, I did try the X-Lock. Do not like it. I don't. Just not my thing. Pyra. I did reach out to them. Sam and Michael, I believe. Just said if you guys ever want to send one for review, I'll send it back. I'm not asking to keep it. I'd love to get my hands on it and be able to review it for you guys. But it's tough to get a hold of those right now. But I've been told by some people it is better than the big three. So really curious to try one of those out. Hopefully I can try one at some point. Magnus has not been innovating loads with the actual functionality, and I haven't really had any experience with Capiform. ModusWorks, yes, I haven't had a ModusWorks in a long time, to be honest. But I do know that they're good. I think Magnus is more accessible, obviously. You can get a hold of them easier. Capiform, the drops are just pretty few and far between, and the price on secondhand is crazy. All the douchey ones do it. In terms of what, Richard? Or what were you referring to? Now, when you say Magnus isn't innovating loads, yes, I kind of agree and kind of don't agree. I mean, he got the 5-axis machine, which was part of that Big Ten giveaway that he did that people just lit him up for. And he's just been pumping out mag labs left and right to kind of show that that was not going to be the forever case. A lot of people thought like, oh my God, he's completely lost it. He's not delivering on any of these sliders that he put out. And now he's just saturating the market like crazy, but they're all so unique. Some of them are really goofy, but some like this, the Houdini and stuff like that, it's a totally unique kind of slider experience. It's really cool. Yes, I do agree that the price for aluminum of the Pyra is pretty wild. Hopefully at some point, I don't know if that is like a manufacturing constraint, and that's why they're charging so much, because the time that it takes them to make it, whether it's aluminum or not, is pretty high. Hopefully once they get some of that dialed in, they can reduce costs. What is the dish-shaped one I just picked up? Are you talking about this one? I think that's got to be it, right? Yellow Lighthouse. If you're talking about this one, this is the Elementum from Axiom EDC. So good. It's just got these little balls in there. A lot of people were upset. They thought it was too simple when they got it. It's so good. People just like to get mad about stuff like the Kappa slider, which did not deserve the hate that it was getting on Facebook, if you kept up with that. People say the Pyra is better than the Raptor, usually the ones who've had like 5 different sliders. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried it, so I don't know the hype. I'd say the one Chinese slider is top. Nobody knows it. I actually don't know its name either. I mean, I know this Chinese slider, the little soap This one you can't find anymore, but because it's like a mini. But this one's really good, and they still sell it, but in a regular slider size. It's really good. I don't still have my 9 hands 2-in-1. No, I sold it. Shame on me. Which Mott Snap color did I get? Mott Snap. Oh, I haven't yet. I'm going to get it probably from Meta EDC. I imagine it's coming in August. And I'll probably just get regular Zerk because I think the rainbow one was more expensive and I don't need it to be crazy. But yeah, I'll probably get that. I'm still not like a big tuning fork guy, so I don't know if when I get the Snap if that's going to be one that I'll even keep, but I do want to review it. I would pay any more than 100 for that. I wouldn't pay any more than 100 for that. The Elementum? Are you talking about you wouldn't pay any more than 100 for the Elementum or for the Pyra Carecats? And I said Christina earlier, but I think it's Christine. Maybe I'm wrong. That's a name that's always hard for me. I always feel like I say the wrong name. All right, curved plates are too loud. It depends. I mean, the wrapped light plates I've got on my haptic EDC piece are really quiet, really muted, really nice. Yeah, Matt, you're not wrong. The plates on that little mini slider do look like wrapped light plates. Or wrapped plates, rather. I guess they kind of are. Even the little one. Love those, the tiny little ones. Yeah. Does anyone know what it's called? Are you trying to find this one specifically, Morgan? Yeah, wrapped light plates are pretty quiet. They're just so smooth. And then on top of that, I do that polish on mine, where I take them to like a buffing machine and hit them so I just get this shine off of them, and they're just so good. Yeah, the tie, you know what though, the wrapped body where it's not symmetrical, one side is different than the other, I'm not into that. I saw somebody buy one. They took the two halves that they liked, put them together, and then sold the other one as a symmetrical MVS. And I thought, that's good. That needs to happen more because that's what I'd like. I don't want to buy two wraps just to do that, but yes, this one is called the mini soap, but I'll tell you, I've had over a dozen people reach out and ask for this one, you know, where to find it. And they've even bought ones where it said it was the mini soap, and they received the full-size soap. So tough to get a hold of, I think. I don't know that anybody's been successful yet in finding that thing. The V3 plates are thin and flimsy. That's the Modusworks plates? Or you're talking about the wrapped light plates are thin and flimsy? Yeah, you're going to love the Maze Cube in titanium. I have not tried the metal version. I had the polycarbonate one, but it was really satisfying. I really enjoyed that thing. Richard, if you're right and you got a link, please do share, because I've got several people that would love that link. I'm sure it is available in China. It seems not as accessible in the US. Mike from Lagrange Haptics was dead set on finding one of these. He kept ordering versions of it that would say that they were mini, and it would show up as the full size. So he was searching AliExpress like a bloodhound. It was crazy. The Secret and the Popo side by side. So you've got the Dense, and the Standard. And then you've got the Popo. Yes, I have seen the O1EDC wafer. I reviewed the Zerk one, and now they've got the ceramic coated stainless steel ones that are out, and they look really good. They look pretty cool, but it is a secret, what do they call that, a blind box, so you don't know what color you're getting. They have a purple one in there that I would love to get, but I'm not interested in accidentally getting the brown one instead. No stable link. Have to communicate with the sellers. Yeah, maybe. The people that I know that have tried it have ended up with getting kind of wool pulled over their eyes and end up with the full size instead. But the Mott Skybreaker version that I reviewed was lent to me by someone, and it was from China. They'd had the metalwork done specifically on there to add that like tiger etching or whatever. So it was pretty wild. So yeah, I haven't seen that version available anywhere else, because I think that was kind of a one-off. I don't have the Maze Cube with me, unfortunately. No, that one did sell. Yeah, the Secret's great. The Popo's great. They're both phenomenal. I know that this one's harder to find right now in Peak, but it's out there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to, again, that chalk plate, that terminal plate, so that it has that pronounced click at the end, similar to the wafer. That was kind of the one thing that the wafer did really well that the chalk didn't have. So I'm curious to hear that one. Let's see what else we got. Just the old Top D, so good. The chalk terminal impact plate when you get it, see if it's worth it. Yeah, I'll let you know when I get it, and we'll see how it is. Yes, eval. I ordered it. Obviously, things don't move terribly quick when you order from like AliExpress. I think I ordered maybe from the Loudy website though. No, it was AliExpress. So it'll be probably a week and a half. But no, this is not my whole collection here. There is more. There's much more. The Axiom, my Peak. There we go. There we go. go. You know what? My box it needed a kind of a rearrange anyway, so this is kind of okay. Yeah, there. Those. Yeah, that's kind of all of it. But that's also not the majority of my 3D printed collection as well. So there is more. Chrome is really nice. Let's see. A Peak Top D. Yes. This thing rocks. Listen to that. That is such a great sound. I actually bought one of these from somebody. It arrived and they had said, "Oh yeah, you know, it's pretty quiet." The whole top piece was stripped out, and so this just slid up and down without making noise. I think that they had maybe tried to turn it when it wasn't lined up here, and they were just stripping out that thing. And so I bought a second one, and well, where did that go? Nope, that's not it. Well, anyway, so I've got one that's a Peak covering, but stainless steel middle. Oh, here it is. But yeah, so now I just got an extra Peak shell. So good. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you know, to be able to run the channel, I do have to buy a lot of these, especially since I set the lofty goal for myself of doing a review a day, Monday through Friday. Hey, I buy, sell, and trade a lot of things. Again, though, you know, my PayPal's linked in the description, so if you feel like contributing to the channel, it would help push more reviews. I do try to cooperate with cough cough. I do try to cooperate with some different makers and some different resellers to try and come up with a partnership that's a little advantageous for both of us. Like, you know, you send me the piece, I'll review it, I'll send it back even. I don't always have to keep it, you know. If you send me something and I can keep it, sometimes the sale of that item can lead to, you know, some funds for other fidgets. The gal Rich. Hold on, I gotta go back in the... I think you're talking about this thing. Gal Rich. This thing's a lot of fun. I've never used it with the balls in there, but pretty good, you know, single file magnet design. Best in-pocket fidget recommendations. The chalk is probably the sleekest for in-pocket fidgeting. Not gonna lie, this thing is also one of my top mechanicals. That one's good. This is like the candy-rich coin. I don't know. And then the top F is also a great mechanical that is good for in pocket because it's just so tiny. Those are what I'll recommend. I do really like to fidget, yes. Petition to put the metal plates on that peak top D for the name of science. Well, wait, I did. Oh, maybe I showed that after? I don't know. So, metal plates, peak top D. No need for a petition. Is that a Hog Doggins? Hog Doggins? I don't know. No, it's a knockoff. I did buy their G10 version, but it was a little too strong of magnets for the kind of the weakness or the lightness of the material. So, yes, the hot dog. Wait, the hot dog got you into it? That hot dog got me into this. I don't know if you're trying to say hot dog or the Hog Doggins, but the one I do think did this maybe a little better is the Crux by Lagrange Haptics. Just that the indents here in the side to be able to like put it in a T formation is really nice. Okay. Liking the stream does help if you're on right now and you just, you know, hit the little thumbs up button. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Here's a little swoopy guy. Swoop is phenomenal. Matthew. 363 Matthew. I don't know if that's a Bible verse. Yeah, this thing handles like a F1 racer. This is the swoop, yeah. The Skelly Verk. I don't have a Skelly Verk anymore. Do I want it back? Yep, I do. Did I make a mistake selling it? Yep, I did, and now it's tough to get a hold of. So, the yellow one, this one. Is he reading a different chat? Am I reading a different chat? No. Just this one. I missed a part of our stream. I can hear my kids giggling out there. You already talked about the Nintendo next to the secret in the back. What is it? Looks very cool. Yeah, I did talk about this. This was a 3D print from somebody at my work that they just know that I like fidgets, so they made that. And apparently it's an open source 3D print because Morgan already found it, so she's going to print one. And there go the kids running around. The difference between the top F and the top B. So now every question that anyone asks me going forward, I'm going to have to dig. The top B, that's a bubble. Here's the top B. So you can see the top F is very small, and also the ball, the track that the ball runs along is right in this middle part. So you can kind of feel it. You feel the haptic feeling in your thumb as you use it. Right? This one you don't really feel that haptic feeling, but it's thicker. You can change out the plate a little more easily. Yes, this is the domino from Ukraine. And I bought 2 of them, one second hand, so that I could run it as a 4-stack. And it's a lot of fun. Chaos, welcome back. Your name is my game. Somebody asked to see the rest of my collection. Oh, and that doesn't count in the ones that I also have I have listed for sale. So I've got several in. This one's not for sale. Several that are listed, but yeah. Gal Gamer. This thing's a lot of fun, but this is also a knockoff. Sorry. I think I got this on Amazon for my son 1 year for Christmas. It's really good. Man. Have I been saying she? I'm sorry. I saw the name Morgan. I assumed. I shouldn't have assumed. I'm sorry. Got it, Morgan. Other ones similar to the swoop. That's tough. That's a tough call. There aren't a lot that I've seen that are very similar, but probably the SOB Slim, because they also have similar plates. Maybe a Kuko, yeah. Oh my god, this is a mess. This thing rocks. My favorite haptic coin. Oh yeah, the Medalist is phenomenal. That is a great haptic coin. The top C is a great haptic coin as well. It's one that I come back to pretty often. I don't have one right now, but that one's so good. Slider there that my eye catches. Which one, Richard? Oh, the Kuko? Preference between top B and top D? Top D. I think top D is one that I come back to very often. I've lost it again. There it is. It's just got such a great sound. That one's so good. What was the black one called? Were you talking about the slider? This was the... Jeez Louise, they're stomping around up there. The SOB. See the cap spinner again? Sure. There you go. Yes, the top F is a surprise. So tiny, so slim. Listen to that. So cool. This is the SOB. To be honest, like I said, I bought the slim version, and this original one, I still love the kind of thickness of it. All right, what else? Super X. Super X is phenomenal. I did show it, yep. I prefer the top B. Yeah, it's tough to beat the top B, but the top D is just, they're all constants in my collection. I will continue to use them constantly. The Delta in factory configuration is really good. It can be really quiet, which is nice. The yellow one, I will send you, Morgan, I will send you a link, because these are still on AliExpress for sure. It's the Candy Rich coin, I believe. It's a little confusing. Because then they also just have like the rich coin, but it's out there. It's good. And it's cheap. All right. Get an SOB soon. All right, yeah. Morgan, I'll send it. Oh, I don't have the Hive Worrystone anymore. This is kind of taken its place. The Elementum and then the Axiom pod. The Hive Worrystone is so good. The only thing I will say about its design is that after you're using it for a while, like the oils of your skin and just regular everyday dirt and dust gets in there, and you have to open it up probably once a week. I was doing it, and you have to take a Q-tip with alcohol or take a what's the word I'm looking for, toothpick and clean it out. So no, I don't have the Hive Worrystone Fidget, but that is a phenomenal one. Liked and subbed. Thank you, CS Raven. Very much appreciated. Okay, yeah. Let me see here really quick. I'm gonna not be on chat for 1 second. And let me see if I can find it on AliExpress. Let's see. Candy. So I go to the Fort Innswork store. Let's go down to Gal. Let's unhook. Let's see what we can see here. So let's gotta remember where that Gal brand is. GDEDC. Oops. Not an easy site to navigate, but I don't know how to fix that, guys. But let's see. There. Did that fix it? Oh yeah. Boom. We're back. I don't know why that happened, but sorry about that. Switching over to AliExpress must have frozen the feed. Chat is doing great though. Thank you for pointing out that I fucked up. I get what you mean by peak cinema now. Really sorry. Oh, Deb, what's up? Deb, buried under here. Don't worry, I'm taking very good care of it. Love that guy. Boop, boop, boop. Beautiful. Yeah, the peanut is funny, but it's a great slider, which is just wild. The ultimate cliffhanger. All right. Yeah. You know what, Matt? I do agree. We are at 90 minutes. That's generally about how long I will do these. The next time I do a live stream, we're going to do a graduation celebration live stream. I have 5 more weeks of my master's program. Then I'm done. I'm going to have more time to devote to the channel. Very excited for that. and hopefully I'll be able to bring a little more tailored kind of content to you guys where you know, it's not just me talking on a live feed pretty much for 5 minutes about different fidgets. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for dropping in. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later.